evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bratislava, Slovakia for Lingerie Fighting Championships 24 Eurobash. That's right, the Lingerie Fighting Championships cage has made it across the pond, and we're at Hant Arena in Slovakia for tonight's main card action. My name is John Morgan. Ken Hathaway is with me for what looks like an exciting night of action. It is a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a little bit of clothing. It is Lingerie Fighting Championships 24 coming at you right now.
Hant Arena was like really big. It was the first time I saw it, I walked in, I was like, no way. We were all like, girls, look at it, look at it.
Přichází jako první Terry London.
So I remember like walking and going around the screen and just being like in awe. Like there's that huge screen behind us and the cage was awesome and the stadium was great. It was just, it felt good.
Feisty Fist, always a high energy athlete. She is a former professional dancer. She actually appeared in Beyonce music videos and on stage with Britney Spears as well. Now, she's in a little bit of an interesting position this evening. She was supposed to fight Holly May, the veteran there, but she was refused entry into Europe. Terry had no idea who she was going to be fighting until the weigh-ins when she found out it was going to be Violeta Sunich, who we'll meet in just a moment, an absolute giant for Zagreb, Croatia. But right now, let's just enjoy this wonderful, high-energy entrance from Terry Feisty Fist London.
So Terry had a little bit of a problem with her entrance. She kept dancing, so the guys didn't turn off the music, and then she didn't understand why they weren't turning off the music, so she kept dancing, and it was this like back and forth thing. And
so Terry, after her match, come up to me and said, you know, I just kept dancing because the music kept playing, and I had to tell her. I said, Terry, the music kept playing because you kept dancing. She's like, oh, it was like, bing, a light bulb went off in her head. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. It just kept going and going and going. But you know, I mean, it was good. All the dancing was good. So I mean, I have no problem with it. It was just awkwardly long.
Doufám, že se kluci vzadu dívají a napodobí to potom. Její soupeřkou bude Valentine Sunich.
And now making her way to the cage, making her MMA debut tonight, Violeta Dark Force Sunich. Right away you can see 6 foot 1 inches tall, 154 pounds at the weigh-in. That's right, she is 10 inches taller than her opponent and holds a 46-pound weight advantage.
And then she comes out and they're like, oh damn, you know, and I'm just like, I know, I'm gonna die.
You know, I liked Terry's lingerie better than Violeta's, mostly because I feel like Violeta's a football player could have fit into, and Terry's was just, it was petite, it was sexy, it was something I enjoyed. So I think the whole package came together there. It was a win for my team.
All right, it is Terry Feisty Fist London in the pink and black, Violeta Dark Force Sunich in the black, and there you can see as they're brought together the massive size difference between these two athletes.
I didn't realize how bad this fight might be until they went to touch gloves. I had to catch myself because I almost started laughing just because it was absolutely David versus Goliath. When someone's that big, I just tell her, you know, go for the knees, chop that tree down, you know?
I was nervous as because I thought I was gonna die. So that's fine, you know, that's normal. Like, oh, I wake up, I'm gonna go fight and then die.
Times that you think of very long, tall fighters that don't necessarily always use their range. You can definitely see she's kind of lumbering forward is Sunich.
You know, when I saw Violeta throw her first punch, I knew everything was gonna be okay.
When she swung, the first 2 swings, like it was easy. I just like ducked under her and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like I can duck under, I can go around her. I'm little, I'm fast, I'm quick.
Big swing and a miss.
Feisty Fist, there's the speed advantage. The smaller athlete is gonna have to move around. A nice front kick to the body.
I was so excited to have someone that was almost as tall as me until I found out that she had little to no training.
London actually moving inside for the takedown on the back.
Wow.
Like a spider monkey.
Terry showed how athletic she is. I mean, she climbed up this girl and just choked her in every way possible and got her to the ground.
Wow, look at her. She goes in on the single leg. London is about the size of that single leg. The big power over the top there for Sunich.
It was kind of an uncoordinated mess, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, And my girl, she's feisty fist. She comes fast and hard. Violetta was coming slow and steady. So,
side control for Feisty Fist London. Peppering away at the body. A scissor lock there around that arm, but look at the power from
Look at the
Sunich.
power.
But I think that her size was her downfall in this case. I think Terry was able to be a little bit more nimble and kind of dart in and out and ultimately take control of the situation.
Feisty Fist London now with a little scissor choke there on the neck. And that's
Is that a tap?
Wow!
So it was a little disappointing. Sunich wasn't as coordinated as I was hoping she was going to be. You know, I was told she was a little bit more trained as a fighter. I definitely would not have picked her for the black team if I had known.
This will be an experience gainer for Violetta Sunich, stepping in on short notice. Again, having the drive from Croatia certainly could not have helped her preparation, but wow, how about the gutsy effort from Terry Feisty Fist London against the much bigger opponent, able to use speed and quickness. Picked up the submission win. Let's take it up and get the official reading.
When Terry came back up and she was like, yeah, dude, I won. And the announcer's really hot. I was just like, that was a surprising turn of events. I just figured Violetta would like pick her up by like her foot and like do this thing like in cartoons and it would be over.
Text knockout to 25283 for 30 finasteride pills.
Hey, it's okay. Calm down. You can't let what others say bring you down.
Yeah, because it's not the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog. And the day's gonna come when you get bigger and you show them who's boss. Until then, hang in there. You got this, little buddy.
Text knockout to 25283 for 4 genuine ED pills.
I was very nervous and I was actually, I should say, scared because I usually am not. I'm usually very confident in my training and everything, but I was really nervous this fight.
I don't like saying bad things about people, but the dancers in Bratislava that they had were horrific. They're bad. I mean, their bodies were great. Their bodies were beautiful. I give them that. I mean, you can see I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I'm a dancer. So coming from a dancer and just seeing it, I mean, I feel like the other girls would say the same thing. Like,
I love the dancing girls on the side.
I thought that the dancers were so much fun. I was really excited to kind of get out there. I wish I would have interacted with them a little bit more.
Those chicks are cool. I want to be one of them on the side. If I wasn't fighting, I would be one of those girls in the sparkly outfits.
I guess I used my nerves for the best and I made a really big entrance and I like to dance and, you know, shake my butt and all of that.
I thought Callie came out with an outfit that was nice and strappy, something she's kind of comfortable with, a look that accentuates her body and accentuates the beauty that she has. And it fits well, looked right, and it worked with her body and it worked with her style.
I thought her outfit was great. I love what she does with the, you know, the strappy things, and I think she's always looks amazing.
You know, even though Callie Cat isn't on the black team, I do really like her. Now, don't tell anybody that because I don't want anybody thinking that I like the pink team. But, you know, maybe we could switch her at some point, and then I can, you know, tell everybody publicly that I like Callie Cat. But yeah, she always takes the lingerie seriously. She always looks great. Her entrances are fantastic, and she trains hard. And you know, she always puts on a good fight.
I think she's somebody that's definitely on the radar as somebody who could be brought up and groomed for a championship.
Jej soupeřkou pak bude Jenny Valentine.
I think Maxine put me with Jenny because she knew that I could handle whatever she was going to throw at me. I don't really think Jenny should be allowed back after knocking someone out like that, but you know, everyone makes mistakes, so if she doesn't, you know, if she doesn't do it again, then that's cool.
I hope she's learned her lesson. It's hopefully it's no strikes to the face. I'd like to see her stick around. Let's see if she's
Jenny Bloody Valentine.
I think that the crowd liked me more. I think I was more fun and playful, you know. Jenny was just very serious. So I think I won the crowd over.
And right away, you can see Bloody Valentine out there, aggressive, but facing those kicks from
Nice
Cali
kicks
Cat.
from Cali Cat.
Callie, being a boxer, I mean, she knows how to use her reach and to separate and to gauge distance properly, and she did. She's impressed me thus far, and I'm happy to have her on my team.
Both legs firing out there, using those long limbs that she has. She's definitely the taller opponent, has the range. She's trying to stay away. Meanwhile, Jenny pushes in and gets the fight to the ground. And now looking right away for the guillotine choke.
She's very, very strong. I mean, even though that she was shorter than me, we were very close to the same weight. And she has a really, really tough wrestling background, which is the opposite of me.
And look there. That's what happens when a wrestler gets a hold of you.
Right back on top, Jenny Valentine trying to control the net. It's gonna be tough to get pressure on the choke, but might be able to get a bit of a neck crank from this position. She's in mount. Now punching away. Is she going for the face again? It looks dangerously close there.
I have confidence in my abilities and my fighting skills, and I was dominant that whole entire time until that happened.
And then right back at a nice knee to the midsection.
Oh, big shot to the body. Is that going to be it? That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Big strikes. It looked like that big knee to the body put her down. Jenny Valentine is hurt.
That was a tough break for Jenny. You know, you can't really mess around with a spleen or liver injury. You can be knocked out by getting hit hard enough in the stomach area.
She is in a lot of pain, holding the body there as well. I think you said that knee
shot
did it.
You know, I mean, nobody likes to see another fighter get hurt. It's easier if it's not your fighter, I'll be honest. I mean, it doesn't bother me as much that it was Jenny.
Big blow there. You can see just writhing on the pain is Jenny Bloody Valentine. The tables have turned for her. Controversially allowed to return to the Lingerie Fighting Championships cage tonight. She looked very intense and very focused, but she's in a lot of pain right now.
A lot of pain.
Kat is a very compassionate person, and I know I spoke with her after, and she was really concerned for Jenny. So
it's a really weird feeling because I feel so guilty, and you know, it hurts me. So it's very strange. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Po tvrdém kolenu v prvním kole vítězí Cali Cat.
So Cali Cat remains undefeated in her Lingerie Fighting Championships career. 4-0 now as a professional. She's got the look, she's got the attitude. You can see given the hug there. She is one to watch in the Lingerie Fighting Championships.
Text knockout to 25283 for 30 finasteride pills.
When I first found out I was going to be fighting Roxy, I was excited because I like being near a pretty girl, but it was kind of a joke. I'm like, they're putting me with these girls, and it's like they're not taking me serious. I could crush any single one of them.
I think that, you know, Roxy wins a lot of the fights because she's pretty, but I also think she's a very talented fighter. I don't think necessarily that she always wins just because she's pretty. I know that, you know, that's something that Joel's brought up a couple times, and, you know, I think Joel says a lot of things that they come out of his mouth before he thinks about them, and yes, Roxy's very pretty, but I think the judges see her talent, and ultimately they give her the win because of that.
She is an amazing competitor, but she had her match in Jessie Santos.
My entrance to the cage, when I walked up there, it was cool to see these little dancing girls. I almost slapped her butt, but I tried to hold back. And then I got to the center and I saw this woman that I met the other night. She was a lot of fun. And so I just gave her a little kiss, carried on, she was cheering.
So this hefty-breasted woman ends up falling in love with Jessie after seeing her for maybe like 10 seconds as she makes an entrance. and runs over to her and high fives or whatever as she's getting into the cage. And I'm like, great, a distraction, you know? Now her mind's off. If she was thinking kill, 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 now she's laughing with her little friend.
I have heard some of Joel's comments about everything, and it's always stupid. Everything he says is stupid. He made a comment about my lingerie, I think from saying it looked like his grandmother's doilies or something like that. But I had lots of people tell me that they liked that doily looking piece of lingerie because it was different, and that's what I like.
Can't get over the doilies. Like, I know she likes it, but for me, you know, and maybe it's just a personal thing, but I can't get over it.
I thought Jessie's outfit was great. I think that lace is lingerie, and that's what she's got going on. The fact that Joel thinks, you know, she just switched it up and wore a black doily this time, you know, I think it's a little bit disrespectful of Joel. I think she looks great. You know, she was even willing to give me some posing pointers beforehand, and, you know, despite the fact that we're on opposite teams, she was still really nice to me. She was helping me out before the fight, and, you know, I thought Jessie looked really great.
I know Jessie, she's more like I am. I mean, you know, she can be a flirty person too, and everything with the entrance, and, you know, be more the sexy part and all of it. But most of the time, I know she's, you know, that serious and focused on what she has to do as a fighter and so on.
Jessie Toro Santos.
Roxy, otherwise, though, she's more like Jolene. You know, I mean, all the flirty and beautiful and those eyes, you know, and we make the 2 times like this and everything, and everyone falls down and so on.
Roxy Runhouse Mikkels.
To me, I think Roxy's wasn't very creative and wasn't very sexy. I mean, it's hard to say that because she's sexy in anything.
You should never really come out in the same thing you've worn before.
I didn't like Roxy's. It wasn't lingerie. Like, come on, girls. I want to see like some G-strings and some lace and like just like the top of your areolas.
Text knockout to 25283 for 20 generic Viagra pills for $29.
The 7-inch height advantage and 25 pounds in weight as well, going towards Jessie Santos. So we'll see Roxy Michaels, the smaller fighter, probably trying to use a little bit of speed, a little bit of quickness to her advantage.
My plan was to kind of use my strength, avoid her kicks and punches, and throw her around.
Oh, got him.
Pushing things up.
Oh, wow. Look at that size difference. That's where the size difference would do for you.
Wow.
Come on.
Roxy Michaels briefly, you can't wrap your arm around the cage like that.
Fighting against Jessie, she was a very tough opponent, and they don't call her El Toro for nothing.
Jessie hit probably the most devastating back suplex that I've ever seen in an LFC cage.
Oh, reverse suplex.
Incredible work there from Jessie Santos. Roxy Michaels was looking for the hip toss. And there it was again, as you said, Ken, the power of El Toro.
I had to figure out ways real quick, how on earth am I able to knock her down?
Oh my gosh.
Taking Roxy Michaels for a ride there.
And a little trip there to the bottom for Roxy Michaels. Slick maneuver there after just being, I
didn't want it to just end. I wanted to fight as much as possible and have as much camera time as possible, so I wasn't going to crush her in the first round like I could have.
Oh, those strikes got to be hurting.
Mount there.
You got to think with that 25-pound difference, it's going to be tough to kick her up, but she did.
Wow.
She reversed it.
Going
for the arm bar.
No.
Santos could be in trouble here. She's turning with it. Can she stack it up? Does look like maybe.
20 seconds.
Still, it looks like maybe she's got it free there. Still in a lot of trouble, though. Not letting go of the arm is Roxy Michaels. Would love to get the finish here in the closing seconds of the opening round.
Come on, Jessie.
Time running down, and that's how she's got it.
She got an arm bar towards the end, or tried to, and I just pulled it out, and then the round ended.
Wow.
Wow, a lot of back and forth action there. Fun opening round, Ken.
Fun opening round.
Roxy, like, she knows what she's capable of. And so in between rounds, I was just reminding her that, you know that. You know what you're doing. You've been here before, and you fought people tougher than her.
Don't spill any, all right? They're really serious about that. Nowhere to spit, nowhere to sit. That's the way we roll today. You're doing a good job. Your arm bars are loose still, just like last fight. Gotta tighten up that arm bar. You gotta get your hips right into the shoulder.
Typically, he's never really supportive. And the fact that now he's finally supportive and turned over a new leaf, I hope he stays that way.
Can you hold my contact for me? Can you hold it in your mouth?
My mouth?
Somewhere wet.
I'll put it in the cap. You can't spit it out. You gotta start drinking, okay?
She won that round.
Gauge it. Okay, I gotta get out of here. There you go. Good luck, go for it.
I'm out.
Round 2 underway. Both fighters had moments of success in that opening round. You can see right now Roxy Michaels being a little more patient as she goes in. Look at the beautiful judo toss to the floor.
What happened?
Wow.
And then the next round, she was pretty quick. She's quick on those little legs, really strong. And she gave me a good takeover.
Santos able to switch around to the back. Nice maneuver there. Now see, just slamming her around like a rag doll.
Having to fight against her, it was very tough. It knocked the wind out of me a few times.
Oh! Look at that! Look at the athleticism and the speed. Thrown to the ground, Roxy Michaels kips up, back on her feet, now looking for the choke.
Ryder, you pick it up, do it again.
What a fun stylistic clash this has been.
I did everything that I possibly do to be able to get the upper hand on her.
Roxy Michaels pressing the action of the cage. Oh no!
Wow.
Powerful slam to the floor. Side control for El Toro Santos. And you gotta think Roundhouse is hurting after that one.
I had a plan with my fight with Roxy because she's considerably smaller than me and doesn't have experience in submissions.
Choke! There you go. Come on.
Yes.
Well, then this woman goes and she poses up next to Leon. And I'm like, what is this, like now he's got an assistant coach now or something?
Can she get that triangle from her back?
Oh, then the pickup and then the slip. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh.
But then I realized that she's actually less help than anything else. So I'm like, fantastic.
I think that it would probably have been in Leon's best interest to not let us fan stand beside him and yell things out at his fighter.
Once again, Santos getting some coaching there from her the newest member of her entourage.
Yeah, I wonder what Coach Leon Hader thinks about that over there.
This fight was close. I mean, it was back and forth. Like watching from the side, I was yelling, trying to get Roxy on the right page, and she was doing really well.
That's the end of the second round. Ends again in exciting fashion. I can't say enough about this incredible clash here.
This is it.